this late at night and I'm tired. I always just go with the bubbles because I remember I've searched through them before and I'm like, that's the one that I like. Right, so as you can hear, I'm very tired. So, but actually, it's way easier for me to just. Oh, this is a bit close, but anyway, it's way easier for me to. That probably means something. This is a bit close. So it's like, yeah, because Cancer energy is about being in your shell and, hermiting away and hiding. And my Cancer energy is definitely about that. So I don't like doing Cancer moon lives. I love Leo moon lives, which is tomorrow, guys. So that's why famous last words I know, but um, I would like this to be short and sweet. And actually, it's going to. Oh shit! I just took it off. See what I mean? Look, see, the light is back. Yeah, much better with the filter. In life, it's better to not have a filter, but I feel late at night on here, we need the bubbles. Because I couldn't be arsed going and topping up the makeup and all that jazz. There's just no point, right? I'm literally going to roll off of here and actually see if nobody comes to talk. That's not such a bad thing either. See how antisocial I am and this kind of sensitive energy, which is why I didn't just pick that for the thumbnail. I chose it before I came on. And I was like, well, I'm meant to do this, but it's because, like, literally right as I'm going live now, yeah, like we're pretty much, this is the exact time 144 of the new moon now, and it saves me pissing about with uploading what was I going to do there? It saves me pissing about with uploading a video, a recorded one, if I just go live. So this is the Mediumship Monday. So if you're new around here on a Monday, it's usually a pre-recorded video that I put up called Mediumship Monday, and it's really just to be cute with the whole Monday thing, and I'm a medium. Because a lot of the time it's just me doing what I always do, which is channeling, healing, and everything that I do, and helping the twin flames. And again, sometimes I go into more detail about that. Sometimes I can't be arsed. This is one of the times I can't be arsed. Like, actually, the other important thing is that I'm a counsellor and I'm a shamanic counsellor. So yeah, because Cancer energy is about your feelings, and we are in absolutely hashtag all the feels energy. But like I said, my energy is always a wee bit more sleepy and I'm very sensitive all the time, but very sensitive and in my feels. A Cancer moon all the time, but definitely a new moon in Cancer, opposite Pluto, Capricorn. That's intense. But yeah, the Leo moon, I'm just repeating the same stuff. The Leo moon's tomorrow. So I'll come back and do. Oh, I'm just. And so for when I do the Monday one, this is just for the new people. I always just, my little makeshift bits of paper. Oh, one just flew out. Oh, fuck's sake, this is how psychic I am. I actually picked up that deck and I thought, I bet you're meant to do things to do with crystals tonight, which we don't do around here all the time. I know the name could be a little bit misleading. I do love crystals, and I channel the energy of a crystal when I pick it up and all of that, and that is what inspired the name. But I don't talk about crystals on every live. So again, actually, the last one I did, but I've just pulled crystal healing. So these are wee bits of paper that I just made for when I procrastinate. But I was also being drawn to twin flame messages. Like I said, every live I do is going to have twin flame. Everything is twin flame messages. But I'm just going to shuffle and see what else comes out. I'll need to go and get that crystal deck. So that's an important message for one of you out there. Time spent worrying is time spent. Oh, and we know how much, if you're not new around here, you'll know I like to use the wee sand timer emoji. Usually when I'm talking about divine timing or time in general, patience is when I always like to use a sand timer. And I'm saying that because for those of you that have followed me from Facebook and Instagram, like I said, like, people would always go on about like how much I use emojis. So anyway, time spent worrying is time spent. And Cancer, the shadow side of Cancer can be worrying, depression, sadness, trauma. And I feel we're all releasing a lot of trauma, some kind of trauma. yeah, anyway, right. So it's just a, oh yeah, and if that's you, you need support. Offer your support to someone, experience the joy of serving others. Well, that's what I'm doing right now. And believe me, with where that is in my chart, the North Node, the collective destiny moving into Aries, today. It's not there yet. I just checked. I don't know the exact time of when it moves. It might be like at some point, you know, when I'm sleeping. I don't know where, but it's approaching. I've been feeling it the last few days. But yeah, as if I wasn't about being of service to others already in a massive way. Without gaining a lot back, I might add. I know that I get a lot of gratitude, but believe me, I don't get showered with abundance of the literal kind anyway for that. Occasionally it'll happen, but nowhere near. So it is just for the love and the joy of it. And then I get sent this whole fam clients I'm meant to work with. But yeah, it's where it is in my chart. It's going to be even more about that. So it's going to be really interesting. My work's going to change a lot. And I don't even know what that means. So maybe that's for you out there too. Sensitivity, Archangel Haniel, you're extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So like I said, that's why I don't plan on sitting here all night. And again, everybody that is around here all the time will laugh when they watch this in replay, because nobody's here right now. Because I say that and I can sit for anything up to an hour to 2 hours, which is usually the minimum, to 3 to 4 to 5 the last time. I think the longest is 6 hours. I don't think I've done longer than 6 hours in a life. Might have though. Maybe we did during the challenge. I think we did during the challenge last year. But yeah, I'll save the animated one for tomorrow. Right, what other bit of paper do we need to do? And I'll go and get those crystal cards. I feel they just want me to pull like one crystal card, or one for Divine Feminine, one for Divine Masculine. And if you're new, what I mean by that is it's your inner Divine Feminine and your inner Divine Masculine, or within a twin flame connection, whatever the deal is there, whether it's like a physical thing, an energetic thing, and you know, it's always both if it was for anyway, but it's energy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. I've not got the words. I've not got the words. Or it's not yours. So use your fucking common sense. Is what I like to say. So let's pick another bit of paper. Shadow work. Oh, very interesting. Because the 4th house, which is Cancer energy, is the lower part of the chart. It's hidden. Oh yeah, wow. It's hidden, repressed, suppressed emotions. And what was feeling. So again, if you're new around here, I'm just going to chat for a little bit before I use the cards. Because yeah, that's what I do. But basically, the feelings I was being flooded with were, well, I was being reminded basically that a full moon, and that last full moon was in Capricorn, and you know that was pretty full on, pretty rough. A couple of weeks ago there, and I know, I mean, I spoke about a lot at the time, but for me personally, that was wrapping up some huge cycles, karmic cycles, just, you know, just in all areas of life, habits, addictions. It might be, so for me it was just bad habits and different sorts of things. But so yeah, so that was extreme. And you know, Capricorn is, and remember it's important because Pluto's in Capricorn and it is opposing this new moon. So Pluto is in any sign is about death, destruction, rebirth, transformation, and Capricorn is like the most strict sign, really. It depends which way you look at it, but it's like it's not here to play about. And so it really is, it's that kind of energy. It's interesting. It's like a lot of needing to mother yourself and those around you, but also when the nodes shift, it is about having the balance of learning the lesson of the North Node and Taurus, which we're in just now, hanging by a thread. Like, have you learned the lesson? That was the last video of it. Have you learned the lesson of truly valuing yourself with anyone in life? But obviously, because I'm here at Channel about twin flames, that's a big one too. Like, have you learned that lesson to, you know, to value yourself first and foremost, and your energy and your feelings? And but that can just go out to everyone, can't it? We have to have our boundaries. And again, Cancer, because Cancer is an energy that is about looking after others all the time and caring and mothering and feelings. It is a sign that particularly Cancer, Sun, Moon or Rising people that I know of, that, you know, you've really got to watch for the balance of that. So I feel that might be speaking to someone in particular. It'll be more than just one person, regardless of gender, of where you've had a tendency to always put others before you. It's like, are you learning that lesson? So, but yeah, with the shadow work coming out there, I think I might just go through there. I'll get the crystal cards and I'll grab something shadowy. But yeah, that is basically what I was going to say, is I feel whatever arose or risen for people at the full moon a couple of weeks ago on the 3rd there, I feel, it was the 3rd, wasn't it? I think it was the 3rd. It's like you might be feeling compelled to do something about it now, is what I'm saying. So it's never wise to take action at a full moon, although many will, because it's like, I've got to do it now, it's urgent, and you know, I need to have this conversation, or I'm really angry, or I'm really sad, or really excited, or I'm really, you know what I mean? Like, but what I always say is that a full moon, like you know, there's just so much energy there. You're better to let the dust settle a few days at least, but really it's ideally, but we don't live in an ideal world, far from it in these times. But in the end times, if you haven't noticed. And I'm just sort of cheering us along through it, you know, cheering isn't the right word, but I'm trying to, you know, keep people's energy. Well, I'm trying to do something, spread healing energy while we're in the, you know, the Tower card kind of thing. But basically, what was I saying there before I made a joke? That means something. Everything I do is channeling, right? So I was talking about something quite serious and I've just started joking about. I mean, I am a Sagittarius moon, that's what we do. But I feel that this is about either you do that or it's going to be about your twin flame. Like, you know, and again, actually, depending on that, I could break that down even more. That might be actually both of your nature, depending on different dynamics. But I'll just go with what I just noticed what I've done though. But it's about, and that's what your shadow does. That's what I'm good at spotting in others, but I can spot myself too. Is that it's but when I'm channeling the collective energy, there's something about that. Avoiding having difficult conversations. So yeah, so that might have come up for quite a lot of you. That, like, I seem to remember, I do think a few of you did on the live chat or in emails sort of say to me that there was kind of like explosive, I don't know about explosive, but yeah, just like heated words exchanged and stuff at the full moon, or just shit kicking off. Someday, I seem to remember somebody back and forth. Yeah, oh, wait a minute. More than just, I can actually think of a few people now. Yeah, anyway, I'm tapping into that for a reason. So, but even if that wasn't you, you would have been having a lot up and you might have been wanting to speak and you didn't want to speak. And what I'm saying is, it's like now, with it being a couple of weeks after that, I feel, and especially going by some of the cards that I've sort of pulled just when I'm passing my cards in my house, it's like, in my house. Where else is it going to be? That's funny because Cancer is the home, and I was just like, when I'm passing my cards in the house, well, I'm not fucking passing them in the street, am I? Oh dear. Yeah, you either might be feeling compelled to do something with what came to the surface, push down emotions to speak them out. Where I feel a lot of where the Divine Masculine Collective are, like I always say, obviously not all of them. That would be a bit much if everybody's Divine Masculine were coming them at the same time. Or it could be you could be a Divine Feminine's like, I feel compelled to do this. But what I'm saying is I wouldn't at all be surprised if there's a lot happening round about this week. And it's just with all the different, you know, the new moon in Cancer is about family, soul family. Like I would say, your twin flame is your soul family. I mean, it's the other fucking half of your soul. But the problem arises when the other half hasn't recognised that yet. But they're starting to, believe me. From what I feel and what I see with all the people I work with, and feel with all the clairs. But feel is important, me focusing on feel. Because remember that card, the sensitivity. And if you weren't aware, that is, oh my god, what the fuck? Tap to retry. Am I live? This would be hilarious if this isn't live. I'm just going to carry on. Yeah, I teach people how to tune in to their clairs, your psychic senses. Surely I don't need to explain why that was divinely meant. I'm going to get those cards because I don't know when the battery's going to die. I don't even know if I'm live. Probably should have checked. Right, so I'm going to do, I need to just check I'm live. I'm going to do what I done the last time. I'm just going to flick the book because I can't find the cards. Right, where, let me just check that I'm actually live. I mean, this isn't always the best time. Yeah, I'm live. Right. I think they just know I've not got loads of energy, so it's a bit easier. Right. I'll keep that on actually because I think that's easier for me to see. Right. If anybody chats away. Right, so let's do the crystal card first. What does the collective of divine feminines need today? Feels like the last one. Introduction. So wow, introduction feels like new beginnings, the start of something new, and that is again very in line with a new moon in Cancer. It happens to be right now, and also the North Node in Aries, because well, the North Node move-in signs is a new thing because it's moving into a new sign after 18 months, but Aries also happens to be the sign of new beginnings. I always think about that. Why do we call it new beginnings? A beginning means something new. So new beginnings kind of doesn't really make any sense. It's not going to be an old beginning, is it? That's probably got some kind of meaning. That's funny. Old beginning. I mean, that doesn't make sense, but I bet you that even means something. Like old beginning could be like something from the past beginning anew. Yeah, that would actually makes it, you know what I mean? It's not something you would say, but I'm like, what the fuck would that translate to? Right, so give us another one. So divine feminines have got new beginnings, and garnet, oh, that's about love, fertility, abundance, expansion. How interesting, because I started this right in the very last of a dark moon, the void, which is all about fertility and a very fertile place. And I kept pulling the cards fertile, and I think it says fertility, so that's just what's springing to mind. Abundance, expansion. We'll take it. That's quite funny with how I started this too. So again, if you're a bit like myself and you're like, fucking hell, I'm just forever giving the collective and giving, and you know, majority of the time, if not fucking all the time, it's for free. Which I've not got a problem because I love it, but do you mean it's kind of like it's, I feel that's going to make sense to someone out there. And like I said, like I've been saying in a few of the videos, like I am very unique in, well, a lot of ways, but with the 6 retrogrades in my chart, and yeah, and I've got a very unique take on a lot of things, but I always just say wherever you're at, it's, you know, just be grateful. And it's kind of like, you know, that whole thing about praying as well. Like people only start praying and getting down on their knees and asking God and angels and higher power and loved ones and spirit, whatever, for help when things are really shit. But you've got to pray every day. You know, you've got to be grateful every day. You've got to pray every day. Pray for yourself. Pray for the people you love. Pray for the fucking world, please. You know, it's, yeah. So there's something about that. So a stimulating and nourishing energy is held in this stone. Garnet works closely with the root chakra, Muladhara, and therefore is essential for sustaining our sexuality and fertility. Oh, there's me. I know the key word was fertility, but there's something about that. Oh, fuck. Duh. Sorry, this is how tired I am. Like, Cancer is the mother. It's everything to do with the mother healing. So birth, and it's literal birth as well. So anything about that, so it's healing inner child wounds, healing things with your mum, healing things with a mother figure in your life. So it can just be someone that has kids. Inner child, I've already said that, didn't I? Or healing your own feminine energy, women or men, whatever you identify as, your feelings, the feminine energy. Right, so it activates the chakras and aids the raising of the Kundalini energy, which is what we're about around here, and balancing the passionate nature. Ooh, it brings abundance that is deeply connected to the earth, facilitating our ability to manifest prosperity. I was just laughing at I started this. Garnet is a protective stone. Oh, who's here? Say hi. And helps to support us during a crisis. It facilitates success in all things, particularly our ability to overcome internal and external resistance to change. Oh, wow. So that is going to be a strong one for Divine Feminines, because there's going to be a huge time of change. Like I said, I'm fucking prepared. I've been prepared for quite a while for a lot of things, but I'm majorly prepared for a shitload of change, just because the astrology says so. Well, where that's hit, that North Node's hit my chart, it's fucking go time right out the fucking gate. I don't usually say that saying. That's what a lot of Americans, so maybe some of you saying that, it's happening right out the gate, but it really is for me, astrology-wise, it's right happening fucking right away. Beginnings right away. So it has deep connection with passionate and devoted love. Oh my god, the card I pulled from that deck was about, I just done a healing earlier about devotion. While giving us the perception and clarity to see ourselves and others honestly. Well, if you need some help with that, Crystal Clair Visions. And my other name is Crystal Clair Clarity. So there's a wee hint there, and I can help you with that if you're having trouble seeing something. The purifying energy works on the blood and all other fluids in the body. It's fecund. Essences, no idea what that means. Help to regenerate the body from a cellular level and re-energize functioning. Drawing this card signifies you will find the necessary strength and creativity to realise the changes you need to make. Wow. Call upon your deep innate strengths to clear the path ahead. Fuck, holy shit, man. I don't know about you, but that's definitely resonating for me. Right, so new beginnings and abundance. Bring it fucking on, guys. New North Node and Aries. Right, okay, so, and remember, abundance, it's not just money. I know a lot of you want money in general, or more money, but and a lot of you tend to be divine masculine energies of any gender that is focused on that. It's not your sole focus, but it is, again, it's just something about a more masculine sort of brain that is worries about that, wants more of it. It's, and the feminine energy is just, needs that too, but it's not so focused. Right, so but they're also saying to me, like, I know that many of you, definitely the people I've helped over the years, and definitely the last couple of years or year and a half, there has been, and actually even now, and I think of some of the people I'm working with now, just having huge shifts happening with work, changes in, what you thought was your calling or what you were going to be doing, all of that changing up, and it can be happening in tower moments. So if you're kind of clinging on to some kind of security, I better be careful, I didn't shave my armpits. TMI, but that's me. That's funny. It's true though. It's like, the other day, like, again, I don't go out that much, right? But I'm a creature of habit, and it's like I always put my deodorant on at a certain point, and like I was at the time with my mum, and I was like, I never put my deodorant on. And anyway, I don't know why the fuck I'm saying this, but it's funny and it's vulnerable when we're sharing. It's not vulnerable. I really don't give a fuck. But basically, yeah, I just realised, and I was like, so there's something about that, because like you say, it's not a big deal. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like I said, it's not as if I don't put deodorant on, I'm going to smell it. I think I'm really sweat. But anyway, I used to when I was younger. I think I do now. I really don't fucking know. I don't know why I'm talking about this. But I just went and, I got like the wee mini one. So it was actually quite handy, because it means I can have wee ones in my bag. But I actually feel this is about, because it's about protection. So I actually feel it's like, in a weird way, I feel they're talking about the sensitivity. And when I'm burping, that is because I had my tea right before I came on here. But It's when I'm transmuting energy, but it's about people are going to think I'm joking the way I said that, but I'm being serious. Both things are true. Don't be leaving the house without your spiritual armour, is what I'm hearing. Now, I wouldn't call deodorant that, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's about, spiritual hygiene. There we go. Because that's your hygiene, but it's what I call spiritual hygiene. This ties in with the recorded video about wearing your cloak of armour or your bubble light, whatever it is you do to protect your energy. Right, what do we need to know for divine masculine energies then? Oh, Unica. Oh my god, this is new beginnings too. Unica. This is really interesting. So again, this is where my crystal knowledge, you will be able to see. So Unicite, right? Whenever I've had people in the past around me, even though actually not so I haven't done that for, I haven't literally probably done that for like 5, probably even 10 years. That's hilarious. There's a seagull that is staring right in the window looking at me. Like, what's she up to? It's like fucking staring right at me. It's like staring me out. Seagulls are about deep emotional healing. See, everything means something. That honestly, in Mother Deck, the seagull means deep emotional healing, and that is literally what's happening with this new moon. Yeah, Unicite is about new beginnings. What I was going to say is, I remember, back in the day, like we're talking like 10, 12 years ago. So before I've, fully stepped into what I'm doing now. Again, the thing is, I was always doing a lot of this stuff anyway. But you know what I'm saying? It was more just I'd be giving people crystals to be cute and stuff. And it was like, I can remember a particular time when one of my friends was pregnant and I gave her a rose quartz, an unicite. And what was the other one I always used to give people? Rose quartz, unicite. I can't remember the other one, but it's because these are good crystals, probably a citrine for luck or something, or abundance. But it's a stone of new beginnings, and the particular unicite is a good one for expectant mothers. And see what I mean? I'm talking about the mother again. So, yeah, so it can be literal for some people and it's not so literal for others. Decisions, expression, releasing. And remember, there's a key thing about releasing with this particular new moon. So it's like endings and beginnings. I do feel this new moon feels like a bit of a full moon with all the clearing energy. The 3 key materials of this stone combine to enhance its role in uncovering what holds us, dissolving the blocks and raising our self-esteem. And I'm about helping you dissolve blocks and limiting beliefs around here as well. It helps to unify the emotional, mental and spiritual aspects of the self and bring the necessary clarity for making firm decisions, which divine masculines often need. Again, you know it's true. All my soul fan clients are like, fuck you, Claire, but I mean, it's true. Do you know what I mean? I can have issues making decisions too. That's why I've got those little bits of paper. But it is, again, it's a divine masculine thing. Unicite helps to open and clear the solar plexus chakra, Manipura, which stores our emotions. Oh my god, wow. So it's, very linked to this new moon. Used in conjunction with pranayama, yogic breathing, it enables us to identify and release past trauma. Holy fucking shit. See what I mean, right? So if you watched the last live, you'll have seen me say, or you might have saw me say at other points, I've got a really strong connection to these cards. So I think it probably would be quite cool to just at least pull one of these or use them at some point on every live, because that is just amazing that I've pulled cards that are so in line with the energies of the astrology right now. I just love it. Because I did say, Cancer is about trauma. So you could be facing a lot of trauma that you basically have ran away from. Or you might not be facing so much of it because you've worked through, but I bet you've got some kind of intense feelings coming up. Unikine doesn't work in a rush. Rather, it sustains a gentle, steady release of feelings and encourages us to express them in a healing and helpful manner. It lifts the energy from the solar plexus to the heart chakra. So this is what's happening to divine masculine energies right now, is the lower chakras, like the sexual chakra, the root chakra, the sacral, the sexual chakra, amongst other things, creativity and everything, but that's what springs to mind. And the solar plexus, and the energies are rising up into the heart and the throat chakra and the third eye and the crown chakra and above all the other ones, and it's awakening. Basically, your spiritual awakening, their spiritual awakening. Anahata, freeing us to live and love more honestly and happily. It can be used for scrying past life regression, which I do, by the way, if you would like that. I actually do a really good one where I take, well, I don't get to choose that, but we can set the intention to take you back to your past life when you were like an energy, you know, like I call it a STARSEED past life regression. It might not actually be on the schedule, but I just have to make it public. But yeah, some of you have had them. They're quite amazing. Like it's fascinating. But what I mean is like, yeah, your soul will go back to whatever memory it wants to. But yeah. Used in conjunction, oh, I've read that bit. And uncovering the deeper causes of disease and illness. Again, that is another thing I do. Well, just me being me, but being the, you know, the shamanic part of me. Yeah, I get down to the root of something, and it's even before I transitioned to do all of this professionally. I say this quite a lot, but when I worked in nursery, see, I'm talking about babies and kids again, but this is because it's cancer energy. Yeah, when I worked in the nurseries, I was forever diagnosing the kids. And you might go, oh, you can't do that, you got to take the doctor. But I'm telling you, a lot of folk were taking people to the doctor, their kids, their babies, because I worked in the baby room at this point, to, you know, to the hospitals, to the doctors, and the doctors were misdiagnosing them, and they were just completely missing a lot, the obvious. And because I'd worked in nurseries for years at this point, I was like, they've got hand, foot, and mouth, or they've got this, or they've got that. And so I would say, you know, I had a good relationship with a lot of people. I was a lot, way shyer than what, well, like I said, I still can be like out and about and with actual people, but, with actual people, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I was quite shy back then, but I had a good relationship with the parents, and I would just be like, look, you know, I might be wrong, but I feel like it's this, so mention it to them. And I swear to God, every time I've done that, yeah, I was right. So, but again, it's because I listen to God. I listen to the divine, the angel, and it's like I'm passing on the message. Some people choose to listen, some people don't. So there's something about listening too. Cancer energies, your feelings. So I feel that this keeps coming up about it's either you that needs somebody to truly listen to your feelings, or you need to listen to someone in your life feeling. Now, the obvious one would be twin flame parents that you need to, well, you need to listen to one another. And I'm saying that because with twin flames, there's an interesting thing with yin yang energy. I'm actually quite liking there's nobody here right now, or, you know, that people aren't chatting. But I mean, if you do chat, that's fine. I'll chat, but it's got a different vibe when I just sort of do this. Quieter, you know, like this energy is very quiet and still, and it's about listen, and it's not woohoo, let's go, let's party. That's Leo energy. And we're, you know, not far away, a few days away from Leo season, which is my absolute favourite. And Leo moon, obviously, is my favourite. Because I talk about it all the time. And it's why I'm like that most of the time on a live, because, and on a video too, but on a live, definitely because I've got a Leo midheaven. So it's just fun. It's fun, playful energy. Do you know what I mean? But Leo energies, I don't know why I'm saying this, but Leo energy of anything can attract a shitload of jealousy, because it's about shine your light bright as fuck. It's about playing, it's about having fun and shining bright. And you can bet your bottom dollar wherever the Leo's in your chart, I don't care who it is, if I've ever looked at your chart, or if you know that yourself, it's, I can always pinpoint it, it's where you'll get a lot of jealousy. And mine's is one of the worst because it's so out there. Like Leo midheaven's like public arena, you know, it's in the public eye. Like, so I always say that it's uncomfortable for me because it's just designed that way. That I was given one of those placements where I'm like, oh really? I'd rather just not, but I just make it work. I just try to, you know, make the most of the fire moons, and the Leo moon definitely. So I like that the Leo moon lands on the day I would usually be on a live anyway tomorrow. So, oh, right, okay, so Unica is useful for the circularity, oh, I can't say that, circularity system. But what I was going to say is it's not just conversations between twin flames, because obviously that isn't where everybody's at yet. But it's listening and balancing the energy of anyone in your life. So just really tune in where you feel maybe somebody needs you to listen. Like maybe don't fill so much of the gaps and see what somebody's got to say is what I'm hearing. Because it's just about remembering that not everybody finds it very easy to talk about their feelings. I mean, this is just perfectly fucking obvious. And that doesn't matter whether it's a man, woman, or whatever you identify as. And even if you are good at talking about your feelings, there'll be some feelings that you're not good at talking about, or it's a bit uncomfortable. But I'm not a good example because I just like to get stuck in there. Do you know what I mean? I love to. That's why I'm a counsellor. Like, that's why I'm everything that I do. I just love listening to wherever someone's at, and I'm not scared to listen to the really dark stuff. And it's just good that I know that while I'm listening, I transmute people's pain. You know, whether people realise that or not, because sometimes I'm in some circumstance, not a lot these days, but I'm in some circumstances. Well, I suppose a good example would be when I just meet people out, you know, in the public, like on the beach or whatever, when I've bumped into folk and I can tell they're quite depressed or, you know, worse. And they just start randomly chatting to me, not knowing why. And I'm just kind of like secretly like, well, sometimes I'm like, oh, fucking hell, man, I was just trying to have a fucking time myself. But do you know what I'm saying? All jokes aside, it is a nice feeling to be like, I know I've just helped them, even if they don't realise what that was all about. But, you know, if you feel like shit and you suddenly feel better, you're gonna know something's happened there. But I bet I've left a few people in that kind of, I don't know what that girl does. So, because actually, oh shit, that means something. Because I actually got a coffee today and the girl was saying that the other girl that works there had said that about, she was like, oh, she's always like, I really like that girl. And I was like, girl, I'm nearly 40, but I loved it that she called me a girl. She's like, I really like that girl. And it's just, but again, it's like, it is because I emit that healing energy that, so I've got to be in the mood, you know. Sometimes I swerve like places if I can't be bothered talking, do you know what I mean? So again, all this matters. So maybe you're feeling like that, like, listen, I'm not in the mood, right? I'm not in the mood, but, or maybe you are in the mood to talk. Unikite is useful for the circularity system. I can't say that, so we'll just move on. See, that means something too. Maybe you can't get the words out, or someone can't get the words out. And the heart, it sustains steady recovery and aids in recuperation. So again, this is a constant theme of divine masculine energies being absolutely exhausted with whatever you're going through in your life and getting your energy back. It helps with pregnancy, but I'm sure, listen, I'm being PC. 37 minutes, follow your North Node. Well, those of you that have got a North Node in Taurus, time really is up. You know, the timer thing that I showed at the start, time is up. But I'm kind of, well, I'm making a joke, but I'm kind of not joking as well, because it reminds me of when it was my North Node. Oh, hello, Martin. How are you? Are you brand new? God bless you as well. And you're a Scorpio man. Oh, hello. Yeah, so, oh, I can't fucking remember what I was saying there. Yeah, what I was saying is I was being PC, but I'm pretty sure, you know, you're not going to be a pregnant man out there, although I'm sure there's still some crazy fuckers that would argue their point, but anyway. So it helps with pregnancy and other regenerative processes within the body. Drawing this card indicates that what is underlying a situation will soon be revealed. Oh! Once the cause is recognised, release and healing will begin. Wow, well, holy fuck. That's powerful. That's a divine masculine card. So there's new beginnings. Of course, we could have some pregnant divine masculine women, just to confuse the fuck out of folk that don't know what all that's about. You could be pregnant with possibility. But yeah, there's something about an underlying situation. So I feel there's some kind of truth coming forward. This is the same message that's been coming through in the shorts. Once the cause is recognised, release and healing will begin. And I feel that's just simply opening your throat chakra and letting it out, whatever it is you need to speak about. So, what have we got for a shadow work kind of card for the feminine? Because I can't find all the cards. Feminine's card is, I'm just going to go through them quite quickly now because I think the phone is going to die soon. Voyage, you already have all the answers. Well, I beg to differ if we're talking about what I just said there, but maybe some of you do. You've been feeling lost for a while now, wandering through your life aimlessly, searching everywhere for meaning, and never coming up with anything of substance. That's the problem. You keep searching for the answers outside yourself when all the answers can be found within. If you take the time to look, you need a spiritual mentor at this point in your life, and that person needs to be you, or me. I'm only joking, but seriously, some of you may need to come to me to be that for you. So I might already be that. Well, I know that I'm that for some of you, whether it be just through the channel or those of you that are my personal clients. What have we got for Divine Masculine? Oh my god, the same one. I literally just look. Is that the same one? Yeah, I just opened out the same page. So Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine are on the same page, and it actually does feel like that because we've got both those cards are about new beginnings. So those different crystal cards, right? Okay, right. A wee self-love message, because like I said, I'm just going to check what the battery is. I don't want. Oh shit! It's in the red. It's in the red. Battery, low battery. Like you might have low battery. If this turns off, I'll just leave it when it ends, right? But right. So what is a self-care message for the Divine Feminine Collective? And if you would like a card for yourself, come back tomorrow. So sorry if you're expecting it, but come back tomorrow, or I'm usually on every Tuesday from 6:30 UK time, unless it's, I might move it to be later, but usually it's about 6:30, and I usually sit for a couple of hours. Tomorrow I'd like to just be 2 hours, because I've got stuff on the next day. I normally do a bit of chilling on a Wednesday, but I'm need to get up a bit earlier on the Wednesday, so I don't want to be too long. But yeah, come and join tomorrow. But what have we got for Divine Feminine? We've got intuition. Yep, Cancer Moon is a very psychic time, so make sure you're trusting your intuition, trusting your feelings. And I really do, I said that a bit weird, but I really do feel that's got, when I say I really do feel, that means it's a really stronger, more true message that you need to take, take care of, I would say, like pay more attention to. Trust your intuition, Divine Feminines. I feel that is linked to letting somebody talk, because I think I started saying that, and then I started saying that, and then I started talking about something else. So when it comes to twin flames, that's what I never get bored of listening to when I'm helping, particularly my therapy clients, is that there's just so much energetically going on. Whether both of you are aware of that, or usually it's just the Divine Feminine that's aware of that, and then like I said, as the Divine Masculine awakens, and then it really just depends on each dynamic. I know some twin flames where it's like one knows there's a twin flame, and the other one, they might even try to say it, and they're like, well, they don't take it on as much as the other, is what I'm trying to say. And then there might be ones where two people know, but it just isn't their, they know, but it's not, you're not talking about it all day, every day kind of thing. But yeah, it's just a balancing of the energy. So it does just feel like a really important message to, it seems really obvious to say it, but they're getting me to say it, that it's like, if you are somebody that struggles with talking about your feelings, it's about giving yourself time and actually asking for that as well, like, I need you to listen to me, or I don't know, something like that. I'm actually hearing that. I'm hearing like those conversations. It's weird. Like, so I'm really psychic. I'm really psychic all the time, but in this kind of energy, I'm really psychic. But it's also just about equal giving. That's what it is. 6 of Pentacles. It's like equal give and take. Like somebody talk and let somebody, properly listen, and then let the other person talk. So it's not like kind of battle chatting. It's kind of like what I said the other day in a shorts. Like, don't just listen to somebody thinking about what, or stressing out about what to say in reply, because that's like your ego. If you're truly in your heart space, just hold space and listen to somebody. And depending on what somebody's telling you, like that always springs to mind, like if somebody's died or something, you definitely, that is the best example. You can't change something. Yes, that as well, gaslighting each other. It's kind of like anyone can do that anywhere though, can't they, Martin? But it's, and we don't let people gaslight. Don't gaslight yourself. That's one I say all the time. Don't gaslight yourself about your feelings. Because the card was intuition. And drink tea. That's a funny one, isn't it? That is funny. I am drinking tea. I mean, it's not that weird. That's like, oh my god, I am drinking tea. That is probably one of the funniest things I've ever said. Oh my god, I am drinking tea. Half the fucking nation drinks tea. Do you know what I mean? But I think it just means, chill out and have some time yourself. Yeah, shine your light. That's what I just said. We all need to fucking do that tomorrow. Get ready. Leo moon. Every Leo moon. But it really will pack a punch, I think, with at some point tomorrow with the Venus and Leo. I keep getting mixed up because, yeah, Mars is in Virgo, Venus is in Leo, and Mercury in Leo. Shine bright as fuck. I'm from, oh, you're from Glasgow. Where are you from? I'm from Edinburgh. I'm no chatting you up. I've got a missus. Respect. Well, thank you for just clarifying that, Martin. That's hilarious. Just me and my missus had a wee argument, so we were not talking. We'll be fine. Yes, you will be fine. Are you twin flames? How have you randomly come across me, Martin? And it's because of the new moon. Do you know what I mean? It's the new moon it's the new moon and feelings. That's what we're going to call it. New moon in Cancer is hashtag all the feels. It's, you know, it's sensitive. We're all sensitive. You're sensitive. Your missus is sensitive. What sign are you? Oh, you're a Scorpio man. What sign is she? Scorpio and Cancer is water, so it is feelings. What have we got for the masculines for self-care? This must... The masculines are drinking tea too. Drink tea and nurture... Oh, wow. Nurture yourself first. I mean, this is what I was just saying. It's just constant exhaustion and healing energies. Connect to your ancestors. Family lineage, ancestral healing, family healing. Ancestors are Cancer energy, the 4th house. So, and we've got spend time with friends in reverse. So again, there's a lot of, it might not be all of you, but there's a lot of divine masculine energies are not as social as you once were. And hermiting, because spend time with friends is in reverse. It's, sorry, I just need to bend down for a minute and fix this. Right, so, really don't, wait a minute, I actually just need to come home for a minute. It's, there we go. That'll do for now. Stratless bra problems. Right, okay, so, especially doesn't fucking fit you. Right. I've got cards that are about feelings, right? So I know all the cards are pretty much about feelings, but let's just pick one for Divine Feminine from this deck. Love the tarot, honey. Spiritual family. I've came across you well on YouTube. My missus is a oh, she's a Cancer. Oh, right. So no wonder, listen, no wonder she's really feeling the feels, right? Give her a break. You need to make her a cup of tea. I love tea, especially Indian chai tea. Sweet and sweet. Oh, right. I've never had that. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of herbal tea, but lately, right, I have been, like, my dad drinks Earl Grey, and my sister drinks Earl Grey with the bits of orange peel in it. And so that's what I've been drinking the last few weeks, and I love it. And it's actually made me not like normal. It's so weird. It's made me not be able to drink tea with milk. And that's what my dad said. He said, you'll not be able to drink tea with milk now. That'll be you. And he's right. He's a Scorpio too. You Scorpios are psychic. Yeah, because I had tea with normal milk. I think it was Sunday, and it was horrible. And then even when I've been drinking coffee and that, I'm like, it's not the same. So that's quite good. I don't really like, you know, I don't like milk isn't good for us, basically, is what I'm saying. Right, so what do we need to know for the Divine Feminine? Autonomy and choice, and help and support. So again, is it use the Divine Feminine regardless of gender, making choices about things, about the support that you need, or is it you supporting and making a choice to support others in your life? It'll be different things for different people. And what have we got to go with that? We've got curious and embarrassed. Oh, very interesting. See what I mean? They're a bit juicy. So it's not going to be everyone. But now this is quite interesting, right? So I'm going to go two ways with this. But see, the thing that came to me instantly was, I feel this is about divine I'm going to do divine masculine after, but it's like I feel there's a curiosity from divine masculine collectives. I've laughed, fucking pointed out the obvious. That is just a thing. But it's like, because your light, your light was the last one, pulls in your divine masculine, as well as like other twin flames. Like, depends on what is you. Obviously, with my work, because it's what I'm fucking here to do. I'm here to shine the light to help you with this crazy journey. But it's, you know, even if you're doing something completely different, which a lot of you are, it's, you know, it will pull in your own twin flame, and they will pull in you. But you know what I mean? That's how it works with divine feminine, divine masculine. But it's like, I feel that is like an embarrassed kind of feeling coming from a masculine, because it's when you spiritually awaken to just everything, just everything in your life in general in the world, but definitely this connection. It's like, I don't even, embarrassment doesn't even feel strong enough. It's just, what the fuck, basically. And then it's like curious about everything. Yeah, it's this, I'm picking up on someone that's like newly awakening, but there could also be, and so that's for the masculine collective, but I feel like for the feminine, it's also like there's embarrassment there about all the different sorts of things that have happened, and this is going to be different for different people, but all the different things that have happened on your personal journey. So definitely if there's been things that have happened that are more public, or, and even if it's like a few other people know, but I feel it's the things where it's like you're kind of, folk know your business and that, and it'll be a bit more of a issue if you're really private, which a lot of yards, it's something like that, right? And I feel it's like a curiosity as to, it's what I channeled before. It's like, it just feels like the apology needs to be bigger than the shit you've went through. And I don't know what that means. Which it delighted, yes, and then delighted on the bottom. And it's about, so let's do the masculines now. And it's about love, yes, but it's about, you know, God, that's just a lot of, that's too many feelings. I want to tap out this. The phone's going to switch off anyway. Right, so where's the masculine at? So if it's not yours, I'm just tuning in for different, I was going to say couples, but you can't even fucking use that word. Whatever the hell yous are. Balance, yeah. Divine masculines are gaining balance. But again, have grace and compassion. And I really do feel just whatever different masculines have went through. And again, remember, all jokes aside, like, I work with divine masculine energies mostly, and mostly of them are women. And just, yeah, it's very different from when I'm tuning in. The collective ones, I tend to say it like, you know, the masculine's a man and the divine feminine's a woman, just because, for obvious reasons. That's my surgery. But it's kind of like, you know, I kind of have to feel into it a little bit more when it's the people I work with. But health, yeah, there's something about balance and things to do with health and working on being more authentic, because we've got authenticity, and again, that's what the masculine needs to do. So we're proud of our masculines, and that feels like a strong message I was getting before I came on here, is it's just going to take a lot for divine masculine energies in general to come forward and talk about their feelings. For you, 100%, but really anything. And definitely because there's always secrets and deception and lie and whatever. And then that's the issue, because it can make people's imaginations run wild. But whatever the different kind of issues are with your dynamic, it's just putting a lot of love out there, and just being aware of that it takes a lot to come forward. And yeah, just energetically letting your divine masculine know how proud you are of them. Oh shit, I put the other cards back. Comfortable. Yeah, and there's something, I like these cards. Comfortable, just letting them, I don't know how to put that into words. I just think making it, just letting them know that it's safe to talk to you. And surprised, again, but it's like, I feel you're about to be surprised. I'm getting fucking sick of saying this, but I feel there's many of you that are feeling quite upset. So again, it's either, I mean, the divine masculine energy, yeah, you know, always feel upset because they're in a dark night of soul unless you're coming out of it. But I feel both twins are upset, and it's because we're in all the feels, energy, inspired. I fucking lost track. Tender. Oh my god, how spot on is that? Tender. It's all the feelings. We need to get off this. Tender, suspicious. Oh my god, this is what I just said. Wow. Sorry, what are you saying? Right. You will not like chai tea if you don't like milk, honey. Scorpio are the best. Yes, I do agree. I do like Scorpio. I was going to say I like Scorpio men, but I mean, that is true too. My dad's a Scorpio. My divine masculine's a Scorpio. Are the best. Do you believe spirits can appear in photos? You have a photo of my granddad appearing in with my... Absolutely, yeah. I've got loads of pictures where it'll be like, actually it'll be a bubble like this, an orb, and I can see a face in it. I told a story of that once in a Facebook Live. It was hilarious. It was like a man. It was like a man from another era. And when me and my friend zoomed in, it was a digital camera. It was like we were both screaming. It was creepy. I believe you. No joke or true. I believe it. Sorry if I sound crazy. I don't mean any... No, you don't sound crazy. I'm a medium. Fucking hell. I mean, I'm a medium and a shaman, Martin, if you didn't know that. I've heard a lot. Nothing surprises me. Right, so there's passion coming about. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And again, I feel this is... yeah, synchronicity. A divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicity. I feel I'm channeling, you know, the way in which something comes about for someone watching this. It's going to be surprising. The divine will help you recognise the signs and miracles. And I feel that's the divine masculine has been led towards all the signs and synchronicities, leading them towards you. Some people might be having stuff to do with money. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. It's whoever you are, let go of control is the message there. And trust. Let go of control and trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. And it's time to disconnect from the world. And again, in Cancer energy, it really is time to do that. But like I said, the moon goes into... What was I going to use there? The moon goes into Leo tomorrow. Like 5:30 in the morning or something UK time. Right, let's pull one of these. Love makes a difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. So here we go. Comfortable. It's not a word I would use, but it's got it in the card. You know what I mean in this context, but comfortable, security, self-worth. There's something about making sure, and if you're not in a position to literally say that to someone, just energetically say it. Like, I'm open to hear what you've got to say. I'm open to hear the truth. All this kind of stuff. I'm sure I've got some kind of meditation or journey that is hidden in one of the very long lives. It's like that. But you know, you can do that yourself. You can do it. And then we've got slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. Yeah. And the 9 is about endings. It's basically let go of control of how all this stuff is going to come about. So I know that can be easier said than done and harder for a lot of you, but the phone is going to cut off soon. Oh my god, this is hilarious. But look, the Divine Feminine's got 8 of Pentacles reversed, and I pulled it up right yesterday. It is going to turn off any minute, so if it turns off, I'll just see you tomorrow, right? Come back at 6:30 UK time. But yeah, stop putting in the hard work, Feminine. Stop trying so hard. You've put in a lot of hard graft, all of you, regardless of your gender, and it's time to just take a chill pill and see who comes towards you. Again, some of you, this is your divine masculine, or this is you getting your shit together. Oh, the light just went dim. The light went dim. Maybe you're needing a rest because the phone is about to turn off. It went dim. Divine masculine has got... Oh my god, how interesting. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So upright, it's about, look, here's an offer I want to make you, or, you know, I want to speak to you, I want to do something, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But it's in reverse, right? So it's like no offers being made from the Divine Masculines or the universe. Oh, I don't usually say the universe, one of you must, of union. So, sorry, it's bad news tonight, guys. But again, this isn't really, it's not real-time energy. Like I said, I was actually drawn to synchronicities yesterday when I was listening to readings that resonated with me like a year ago. A year and a half ago, actually, a year ago, and it's actually what is happening, you know, it's how I'm feeling now. And it didn't make sense at the time, but I held it. So just be aware of that with my stuff or anyone else's, that it's all timeless, right? So this will make sense for someone at some point. I know, helpful, isn't it? Not, but it's like, you know, it helps someone at some point, but bits of it will help you. But that's basically been my experience. So receiving and doing this, knowing that, right, it's just crazy. But yeah, so it's like Divine Masculines are not making an offer right now, this collective. They're not making an offer of union, but you see, we'll delve deeper. That can be because some people are still in karmic romantic entanglements or any kind of karmic situation, even not of that kind, that's just holding them back. But either way, as divine feminines, you've just to stop putting so much this is the same message, stop putting so much energy into the connection, you know, stop over giving, because that's the south node going into Libra, the north node in Aries is about, it's time to focus on you, and don't people please, and don't keep your mouth shut to spare other people's feelings, even your masculine. Like, it's got to be equal, it's got to be balanced. And like, I was just being reminded of something recently, and it was said to me, well, it's been said to me in a few personal readings I've had over the years, is there's often a real imbalance with twin flames. Like, in past lives, you've had a real imbalance in different lives where, like, yeah, so just, it can spill over into this life. It's so interesting. But all that fascinates me. I love past life stuff, and it's what I'm good at helping people with. If you're interested in past lives shamanic wise, or past lives regression, or, you know, just hit me up. What else do you need to know about this for what is holding back the offers from the time? It could just be their energy. Like I said, if I pull out the exhausted card. Yeah, look, oh my god, look, that's why did I say the guy from the garage? That's the other deck, but I call that guy the guy from the garage too, the hot guy actually. But it's like, I like it because it's modern. But I pulled this again, it's like, that's an offer of love, but it's in reverse. There's an offer of love not being made. But divine masculines are seeing things from a different perspective. And they're not as confused now. They're coming, it is, oh my god, yes, this is so interesting. It's what I said the other day about when I got led to watch that programme with my niece. It's like coming out of a daydream, a spell. It's waking up. It's being asleep and waking up properly and being totally confused about this divine union. How I keep pulling these two cards together, but now I've pulled it up, right? You know, I keep pulling them together. That is true love, right? True love, and that is true love. True love union. I just shuffled and got the fucking... So they're going to work it out. Whoever this is for, they're going to work it out, because I just pulled it up, right? Because they're fucking bored of their life. And they're stuck, so it's not funny. Bored of their life and stuck. Stuck. But that's unstuck, because it's in reverse. And living a lie is what I'm getting from that. So it's not everyone, but let's face it, it's probably going to resonate with all divine masculines that I have worked with. Yeah, Tower in reverse. Not good. Not single, because that's single. So again, this is the same as the shorts. This is people that are, well, I want to say trapped and really, yeah, block. Oh, that's not blocked actually. Whoever this is for, the blocks are lifting. And then someone comes forward with an offer. Well, that's pretty crystal clear. But some are still stuck. So you don't get to know, but some are not. Hilarious. They're fucking with us. But it's very hard. This is the guy that finds it hard to talk about his feelings. Now, your divine masculine could be a woman, so just change it when it resonates. But look, divine feminines are not feeling too optimistic as a whole right now. But it's a Cancer moon. It can be pretty miserable. I'm just saying it's the truth. And then you'll see your energy change as... I mean, I feel like I'm in the Leo moon right now. But divine feminines are not holding back despite that. But they are moving on. And I mean, like, don't panic, divine masculines, but I mean moving on from wherever it's been. Wherever it's been stuck, divine feminines are moving on from that. And they could be quite defensive. So this is me talking that it's going... I think it's going to cut off. So, you know, just... Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow if it cuts off. But it's like... Yeah, this is like guidance for divine masculines, as your divine feminines could be quite, look, she's like she's just, look, doesn't look like very trusting, does she? And I feel you'll have good reason for that. Been through the wars. But look, yeah, divine feminines are not holding back. That's about holding back. Look, it can be like holding a giant purse, but in this context, I don't feel it's that. It's not holding back the feelings. Even though you could be very defensive, true divine feminines will not hold back their feelings, because otherwise your twin will just mirror you. You'd be, sorry, I keep saying this, I don't like speaking like that, but it's true. You'd be fucking stupid, divine feminines, if you hold back your feelings when you've been waiting for somebody to come back and share their feelings for a very long time, some of you, or however long it's been. If it's not been a long time, you've probably still got a wee while to wait. But it's like, look, this guy's trying to balance his feelings, so give him a break. It's like, that's what I talk right now. Because they're exhausted, right? I fucking said that, right? Okay, so, we are old souls, I believe. Yes, you must be, I've found here. I will say God bless and love you and leave you before your phone cuts out. Thank you. Yes, come again. My mum's in Edinburgh right now. Oh my God, I forgot she's a caravan site. Oh, cool. Sorry, I'm a wee bit drunk. Listen, Martin, that's fine. That's fine. Right, so, no need to apologise. Right, I'm going to read... No, I've not got time to read that. They take ages. Let's just do one of these and one of these. Divine Feminine in the physical on the ascension process is aligning with abundance. Oh, hello. Resonates with the crystal card. Enter your vortex. 1010. This 1010 is coming out rapid. Aligning with infinite abundance. Getting that energy of feeling abundant. Like, and I'm talking about money in the bank, right? It's great if you've got money in the bank, but like I always say, as long as all your bills are paid and you've got food in the fridge, and again, like, I've just done my food shop, so, you know, it's like food, glorious food, except I'm going to do a big fast. But do you mean it's kind of like, abundance isn't always about Monday. Monday. Something about Monday. It's Monday now. But it's, yeah. Just be grateful for what you've got and follow the signs and mystical messages. In July, 7/7. We're in July, obviously. And Divine Masculine to go with that. It's a miracle it's still on right now. It's got the same fucking... How many... Right. The twin flames I'm picking up on right now, when I say that, it's going to be a wave of twin flames, are mirroring like mad. Like, same, because I've got to follow the signs for Divine Masculine too. And this is what I said. They're following the signs. They're waking up or they're wide awake. And some of them have been awake for a while, but they've just still... there's been different things going on in different people's lives that they can't come forward. But spiritual awakening on the back. Shift or be shifted. Yeah, fucking hell. That is the energy right now. And it's just interesting because, like I said, there's, you know, what, 75, 80%, I'm kind of making up these numbers, but trust me, I can show you, I can screenshot it, something like this, of you are ages with me. You're like 35 to 45. And I know from personal sessions that a lot of you have got your North Node in Taurus. So, like I said, it's probably moved in the time that I've been talking. Let's check. But if it's not already moved, the phone's went off. Yeah, my phone's died.